Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Writer Coach Tony. The fourth movie I'm going to feature is a documentary which I saw a few days ago. It's about the writer Joan Didion, and the title is The Center Will Not Hold On. So it's a 2017 net documentary pa pala, which I only saw a few days ago. It's about the revered writer, American writer, Joan Didion, and as a disclaimer, I actually haven't read any of her books yet, but I saw an essay kahapon, a book of essays that she wrote, and I think that will be my first introduction to her. But as of now, since I have no budget yet, you know how books are so expensive here in Manila, no? Books are around $20 each, and that's expensive for us now. So soon, when I get the right timing, I will buy one of her books. But I'm drawn to her because, in the documentary, The Center Will Not Hold On, it's directed by her nephew Griffin Dunn, who and then actually if you don't know, like me, I only know her later part. The documentary helps because it kind of puts where Joan is in the literary, in the chronological order, which is important, no? Kasi you want to know what era she grew up in, to know what she has offered to the writing world, and why she became famous, no? Because I came later na in her life through that book, The Year of Magical Thinking, where she talked about grief. It's a very heavy book. Yeah, I actually read parts of it, and it's really heavy. I haven't really read the whole book because I'm also grieving, and it's very scary to be reading a grieving book when you're actually grieving, because we all deal with grief in different ways, and I also deal with my grief in a different way. And I don't think I have the clarity of words which Joan has. No, she's very acerbic. She's direct to the point, and her use of words is very clear, which I really like, and which I want to emulate. Because I'm a bit flowery myself. But anyway, I think her training in Vogue. She wrote for Vogue. She went to university, and then in the university there was an internship for Vogue magazine. It's a competition, and she won it, so she went to Paris, yata, where she worked under a legendary editor-in-chief, and then she said she learned how to write because of her. Kasi nga, in a magazine is not a novel, no? You only allow like 500 words or 2,000 words, and that's it. You have to cut through most of the crap that you want to include, and you have to focus your story. So that's her introduction. So as I was watching the documentary, what I liked about it is that Joan did everything. She was fearless. She didn't box herself into just one aspect of writing. She wrote scripts pala. She made a movie, and then she made essays. She wrote a novel. Her first book was about her growing up in Sacramento, no? So she did everything. Nag-novel siya, nag-short story siya, nag-memoir, nag-movie script. She said, "Yeah, I enjoyed doing movie scripts because she gave her the money." Kasi Hollywood pays well, diba? So she did some movie scripts. So amazing, Kasi in a way I'm a frustrated writer. I've never written anything except on my blog, but I've never been published, which I want to change soon. I'll just self-publish my own books. But anyway, kasi it's allowed na now, and it brings you to a bigger audience. But in a way, after watching Joan Didion's biography, well, not really whole biography, but how her writing career panned out, it inspires me to write, hopefully in the future. I have to do it now because time is also running out. What I'm impressed about, although I hoped the documentary could have released more facets of her life, yeah, it's never, 2 hours is not enough to put everything into a documentary. But it was great that they were able to document it before she passed away as well. So you can see her in her old age, but still very clear about what she wants, and the clarity of the memory is amazing. So if you are a fan of Joan Didion, if you are a wannabe writer like me, I suggest you watch in Netflix Joan Didion's The Center Will Not Hold On. Is it correct? Yeah. Because it talks about her books. The Center Will Not Hold. So Joan Didion, The Center Will Not Hold. That's the name of the documentary. I know about Quintana's death, but I didn't know that Quintana and Dominic pala died almost very close to each other. So the grief she had to handle was grabe. So no wonder she released a book, which turned out to be a classic. Which turned out to be a big bestseller. So anyway, with that, thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, Writer Coach Tony. I promise I'll also release something published in the future. I don't know when that'll happen, but it has to happen. Please also follow me on my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook. So bye everyone. Take care.